Make your day. That's right. Helping others live with entrepreneurial effectiveness and life balance every day. Here we go. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. That's an old taunt and flaunt. It is one of the signature lines of all time. The Clint Eastwood character. Dirty Harry points his gun at a bad guy and says, "Go ahead, punk. Make my day." And later, President Ronald Reagan tells his opponents that to veto a bill would make my day. Well, knowing what makes for a good day is vital to high performance and personal improvement. In a similar vein, a classic country western gospel song goes, "One day at a time." We get better as we pay attention to the day before us, as well as to the long-term goals and aspirations that should help guide us and what we do in part each day. Now, as a coach, you help both yourself and the client by being very intentional in the way he or she strategizes and plans and lives every day. You see, you never climb a mountain by accident. It has to be intentional. Now, the purpose of this guide is to help coaches and clients and all of us see ways to start and sustain our energy and effectiveness throughout each day. Now, you start by scheduling the day with traditional time management programs. Then you use three simple strategies to start each day, and you have a performance theme that gives direction and intention for each day. Now, these themes can help the coach, the client, all of us see how to better frame our day and make the day our own in order to achieve what is important. And the coaching challenge to all of us is make your day. Now, let's begin with the start of your day, the morning watch. Effective individuals usually have a disciplined top of the morning routine. Now, there are always exceptions due to the style, personal body cycles, and working hours. But generally, high-performing people practice the old Ben Franklin virtue of early to bed and early to rise. But whatever the hour he or she sees the light of day, the person of power has a routine that constitutes a morning watch. Now, a morning watch encourages awareness and alertness to how one starts the day. The following are three disciplines that can be a part of a morning watch when you arise in the morning. Think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive. Yes, do that. To breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Marcus Aurelius. Give thanks. It's a spiritual discipline with practical purposes. We should all seek a system of gratitude giving to begin the day. Now, this may be prayer, affirmations, meditations, or simply seeking to be in a positive state of mind about the tasks and challenges of the day. Then list the day. Planning for a good day begins the day before. The previous day's work and activities should have ended with some thoughts and listings of the tasks and goals for the coming day based on your schedule and the chosen theme for the day. As you begin your new day, confirm or change the previous day's intentions. A short list of tasks and errands to complete and goals to achieve are a part of the morning watch. Next, have a mission for the day. Now, today, everybody has to multitask their day. There are always going to be a number of things that need to be accomplished. But a significant part of the morning watch is to identify the one central mission to the day. When the day is done, what is the one thing that you want to have done? Your mission for making your day should relate to the chosen theme for your day. And now, the power of a daily theme. Each day should have a theme, and there are 4 discrete but related themes and then an off day. Thinking of making your day with a chosen theme will increase your effectiveness and bring greater balance and less chaos into your life. And the coaching experience idea of a theme to make your day has its roots in an entrepreneurial view of life and work. So let's do that. This is an entrepreneurial aside. Performance coaching works best when both coach and client take an entrepreneur's view of their life and work. An entrepreneur is defined as a person who organizes, operates, and assumes the risk of a business venture. An entrepreneurial view of life says that whether you work for a large corporation, a small business, or any other organization, you should view yourself the same way as any entrepreneur. In other words, you are self-employed. Now that doesn't not necessarily mean that you really are self-employed or that you actually write the check that pays you, but you do assume the following. The entrepreneur is always searching for change. She responds to it, and they exploit it as an opportunity. Thank you, Peter Drucker. You must create value for the organization and its customers that is easily recognized and can be rewarded. You must take full responsibility for your compensation and your situation. You do not blame others. Getting what you want is your responsibility. You, as the definition of entrepreneur implies, you assume risks. An entrepreneurial view of life knows that there is no such thing as job security. There is only the opportunity to serve others and create value for clients or customers who will then compensate you, pay you for the value you have created. One of my coaching colleagues says simply, you have only one entitlement in life, and that is to create value for others. Full stop. That's it. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. Albert Einstein. Now, coaching is particularly useful for those people who take a, if it is going to be, it's fully up to me view of their life and their business within which they work. Note the power in the word difference between with and for. Entrepreneurs work with others. They do not necessarily work for others. Think about that. The themes for the day are based on such a view. They work fully in that situation, but they are applicable in any situation where how you perform is the key to your success. Now, the 5 themes for the day are, now write these down: income, influence, integration, insight, off. Now here's the income day. This is one of the primary themes that every person and organization must adopt if they seek to be successful in a market economy. An income theme means that the business owner, the executive, the salesperson, the consultant, the service provider or manufacturer is doing billable time. They are serving the needs of clients and customers in such a way that they are bringing income in. This is power time. It might seem confusing to many of you. The response of many who are working is, why? I am making money every day. That's not the issue. The issue is, are you doing things that people will pay you to do because it benefits them? Power politicking in the office, filing paperwork, filling out forms, writing reports, holding meetings, doing marketing, prospecting, phoning, planning, and other such things may be important, but they do not produce income today. Now, of course, there may not be future income if many of these things are not done well, but into too many organizations and into too many positions today, many things that are not income producing are allowed to become pervasive in how people do the day. A good coach helps all people, and particularly the client, to see if they are putting in enough income days. Next, influence day. Now, it would be nice if every day could be an income day, but that is not always desirable or even possible. If you spend every day doing income, you may fail to do other things necessary to actually create and secure future income. Nor is it always possible. You cannot control whether someone will buy from you, pay you, or in any other way compensate you. When you work as hard as you can and do all the right things, the odds are that you will have income coming in. But who knows? But just as there is no job security, there is no income security in life. Whether another person will contract with you, pay you, or write you the check is ultimately out of your control. But influence is different. Influence is under your control, and influence is vital to success and future income. You cannot always be producing income, but you can always be seeking influence. Let me tell you more about that. Leadership is not about a title or a designation. It's about impact, influence, and inspiration. Impact involves getting results. Influence is about spreading the passion you have for your work, and you have to inspire teammates and customers. Thank you to Robin Sharma. Marketing, selling, networking, calling, connecting with others who are potential customers and clients is under your control. When you do these things and others, such as writing thank you notes, conducting marketing campaigns, and participating in community service clubs, you are building influence. When you are enhancing the quality of the service that you give to present clients and customers, you are building influence. When you enhance the client or customer experience and perform in a powerful and memorable way, you are also enhancing your influence. Now, today's economy is often geared toward the need for new ideas and innovation. When you take time to write and communicate with others about good ideas, you are building influence for you and your enterprise. In today's idea economy, you must be writing, speaking, and communicating in order to influence others. Paradoxically, as technology has leveled the competitive edge of traditional advantages such as manufacturing, distribution, transportation, and communication costs, the advantage often goes back to the old means of winning friends and influencing people. Now, you as a coach must be the one who nurtures and nudges the clients and other people forward in making sure that he or she is aware of what goes into building influence and making sure that there are influence days in his or her performance plan. Creating income and building influence are the major activities of the effective executive, employee, and entrepreneur, and the coach should help the client stay focused on what will be the themes of their day. Such an emphasis encourages focus, direction, greater productivity, and performance. But once again, none of us can always do these good things. From time to time, people need to get their personal and organizational acts together. That's Integration Day. This is the day you get organized. On Integration Days, you get the paperwork done, check on back orders and projects underway, do the government tax forms, pay bills, balance the books, and take care of errands. You may also clean up the office, arrange your place and space, put the files back, order supplies, repair things. You may wash and clean your auto and get the laundry done. The list could go on and will be different for each person. Getting organized in the normal routines of life and finishing little projects that you've started is an important first step toward realizing larger goals. If you can't get a handle on the small things, how will you ever get it together to focus on the big things? Just think about that. Thanks, Joyce Meyer. These are also the things that we tend to procrastinate on, those activities that are usually not much fun. They are not energy creating or income producing. In fact, they're often energy draining. So individuals with an entrepreneurial style often find these things too detailed and boring and keep putting them off. Yeah, this procrastination and avoidance then leads to greater stress and frustration. So the mess piles up, and after a while, it can become overwhelming. You've all been there. Now, the coach encourages the client to do two things. Schedule an integration day when all calls and other activities are put aside to get the stuff done. Number two, try to have these things done by others who genuinely love doing such deals and details and completing such activities. As one coaching client reminds his colleagues, delegate everything but your genius. But until you can, both coach and client should seek to make Integration Day a working theme and a top weekly priority. Having the mess cleaned up makes the next theme, Insight Day, more comfortable and profitable. Okay, here we go. Insight Day. This is the day you learn. On Insight Day, you study to become wiser, smarter, and better informed about the work you do, the contributions you make, and the customers and clients you serve. This is vital because you will only be well compensated for the insights you have, the quality of your ideas, the innovations you provide, and your ability to communicate all of them well. One wise business mentor told his charges, if you earn your living by what your body does below the neck, you might make $25 an hour. If you want to earn more, you need to do your work above the neck. Think about that. Good coaching is continually asking clients and asking us all the time, what have you learned recently? What are you reading these days? Have you had any good ideas lately? Well, what are they? Many people who are high performers do not give enough time to getting wiser, more reflective, and thoughtful. They are active and often feel that their day should be given over to making money, that's income, or making future money, well, that's influence. They are put off by the all too common person who studies, thinks, understands, yet does not get out there and do something or sell something. Now, the coach and the client, we should all seek the right balance between income, influence, and insight days. Maintaining that balance is vital because insight days are important. I'm always doing that which I cannot do in order that I may learn how to do it. Pablo Picasso. Consultant and speaker Brian Tracy has suggested that we should all read 1 hour a day to be successful, and that reading 20 minutes a day in the subject of your chosen field will make you a world-class expert in 8 to 10 years. That's quite a challenge and an incredible opportunity. The good coach should provide resources and recommendations to the client, to the colleague. And then the question is to ask the client is how they plan to grow. How do you plan to grow in wisdom, insight, and truth? Now, take the day off. It's also vital to have off days. These are the days when you take full time off from working thoughts, labor, and activity. The concept of the Sabbath, a day fully off at least once a week, has been shown to be more than just a religious belief. It provides for greater mental and emotional health and well-being. But there is more. When people take time off for rest, relaxation, reflection, they are more productive and effective. Again, the power of paradox is at work. One of the most positive things anybody can do is to make sure that they listen to their bodies, seek the rest they need, and do not just keep pushing forward. If you don't take a Sabbath, something is wrong. You're doing too much. You're being too much in charge. You've got to quit one day a week and just watch what God is doing when you're not doing anything. My friend Eugene Peterson coached me there. And the coach should challenge clients to take full days off where there are no calls, no checking emails or voice messages or catching up on paperwork. They are off. Income, influence, integration, insight, and off days are the themes for the day that can lead to the effectiveness and freedom that is the promise but seldom the result of entrepreneurial living. It can also be a path to that proverbial, often sought, but again, seldom found life balance. Now, a word on momentum. Many clients, when they understand, and many people, when they see the power of making their day by using a theme for the day, often decide to do a little of each theme each day. This is better than living with no theme for the day and just living in the chaos that comes, but it ignores a crucial point: the power of momentum. Momentum is the gain in energy and power as a body keeps moving in one direction. Now, to humanize this physics concept for our purposes is helpful. If we can keep time and energy moving in one direction with one theme, more will be accomplished. That's momentum. A full day of income creation or influence building gives added power and effectiveness than trying to do a little of each every day. It is only through seriousness of purpose and persistence that we ultimately carry the day. We might liken it to the idea of riding a bicycle. You stay upright and move forward so long as you keep up the momentum. Ban Ki-moon told me that. There is no hard rule on this, but we should always be seeking to help each other see the role that momentum can play in helping people better schedule their time, plan their day, and do the things that matter for greater performance. Remember, with greater performance and more time off, you have more peace of mind. Final word. Some point out that most people do not seek, cannot achieve, nor can they enjoy the entrepreneurial lifestyle. That is so. But increasingly, it will not only be desirable for many, it may be a career necessity. And if you're a good coach and colleague, you should be aware of this coming economic and professional reality as you seek to guide your performance and the performance of your clients and friends. Even the client, even if they're not an entrepreneur or are capable of doing his or her days that way, they all need to see the challenge of living these themes out in some way in their life, career, and business. That is vital. It's not only a way to do, it's a way to think, and it's a way to be. And increasingly, in the world we are at right now, we are going to have to find many ways, even if we have our regular day job, to perhaps enhance our income, to find entrepreneurial ways of achieving good and great things. Sometimes just for the fact that we're bored with life. As one of my friends who retired said, I failed miserably at being retired, and I wasn't that great at golf, and has found that in establishing kind of an encore career, a bit of an entrepreneurial career, he said to me, maybe I should have done this long time before. Who knows? Be aware that thinking this way will be vital, not only right now, but for sure for everybody in their future life and the way they do life. And we must make sure that we raise our children to understand this new view of reality, that they are their own, and they must do their own work, and they must create their own destiny, and they must live and do it well. Well, all the best and blessings to you as we learn to do that. And we've got more good things to learn about how we can be a coach, coach others, and maybe even be a coach to ourselves so that we're better for all we are and what we do. Best and blessings to you. We'll carry on with the coaching experience. Bye for now. Please reach out to me, Stan Houston, at stan@witradio.net. Witradio.net is our website, and 520-664-7002 USA.